welcome back to the Spotlight. As promised, we have the Weird Sisters Circus with us right here in studio. And you might be asking yourselves, what exactly is so weird about these two girls we have on our stage? We're about to find out. We have Cheryl and Sarah. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
And Cheryl, why don't you tell us a little bit about what is the Weird Sisters Circus? What's so weird about you guys?
Well, the name kind of just came to us right before our first show that we did together as a group of three. Irina's not here with us today, but she is here with us. And I want to say spirit, but she's not dead. Wow, that's awkward. Anyway, that's what makes us so weird.
Exactly.
No. We just, you know, it's not every day you see three girls hanging upside down from different apparatuses from the ceiling and climbing all over the place. And
yeah, no, I don't get to see that every day. I know that, and I'm pretty sure most people out there don't get to see that. Okay, so that's pretty weird so far.
So far.
Okay.
We get some weird costumes, some weird makeup, but more or less, you know, we just like the uniqueness of the name. It has a little bit of a Shakespearean background to it, so it stuck well with us.
I like it. I think it's a great name.
Great.
Stick with it. Now, Sarah, why don't you tell us a little bit about exactly what it is you do? She had mentioned you guys hanging from apparatuses, but why don't you kind of break it down and tell us a little bit more about what it is that the Weird Sisters Circus does?
Well, we're aerialists, so we perform on aerial silks, aerial hammock, which is silk hung upside down. We do trapeze, duo trapeze, lyra, which is an aerial hoop, and duo lyra.
Okay, and exactly how do you get started in doing something like this? You just kind of, go from maybe gymnastics and dance or something and say, I think I want to hang from the ceiling today. Let's try that out.
Well, I think I had a few dance classes, and did you have a few dance classes?
I had some dance classes when I was younger,
but we pretty much started from scratch and just took classes and fell in love with it.
Well, that's really cool. And where can you, I guess, what would be the basis of what type of establishment would have classes like that? Would it be like kind of go to your local gymnastics class and ask about it? Or?
You could. Some places do. I teach at a gymnastics place, but that's more modern. Coming about. They're still working on getting it more and more in there. But there's actually local circus schools in different parts of the state and different parts of the country. So
very cool. Now I know we have a couple clips here of some of you guys in action, and we're going to kind of break down. You had mentioned there's different disciplines within the, what do you call it, the aerialists?
Aerial arts.
Aerial arts. Okay, very cool. Now let's take a look at this first one here. What exactly is going on here?
Well, this is the aerial hammock routine, and with this you hang your fabric from the ceiling and you have it come down in a hammock form. Therefore, you can hang upside down from it, do similar moves that you would do maybe on a static trapeze, but you have the softness of the fabric as well. Not to say that it's always comfortable. We are wrapping ourselves up, tying ourselves up, finding different ways to hang and drop, and basically just get upside down and flip yourself around until you've got that euphoric sense of flying.
And that trust that this thing is really going to hold me up
you spend a lot of time building trust with your apparatus.
And what are some of the moves that we're seeing? Like, what was that move? I know.
Well, this right here is a cow drop.
Jeez. Okay.
So basically, you let the slack of the fabric catch you on your low back there. We've got different wrap moves and roll arounds. So.
Okay, very cool. And yeah, it doesn't look that comfortable up there. I mean, have you taken some spills? I mean, you gotta in practice.
You
hit
try
the
not
dirt
to,
sometimes.
but yeah, there is some times where you know, maybe you're come lower than you're expecting to, but there's a lot of practicing on mats. I mean,
I would hope so. That's
every rehearsal is done over mats, and then once you perfect it, you can perform it without.
Very cool. Now, Sarah, why don't you tell us a little bit about this next clip we have coming up here? This one's a little bit different. Looks like we got a couple people sharing the trapeze here.
Yes, so this is a duo trapeze. It has pegs on the side of it, so two people can stand on it at one time, and this is myself and Irina.
Okay.
And we just kind of climb on top of each other and hang upside down. This one's a little more painful than the hammock, but there are still a lot of moves that are the same.
Okay, and what are some of the moves, like, the moves have names? I mean,
so this is, we're going into a shoulder stand right here.
Shoulder stand.
Yeah, so I am balancing upside down on her legs while I hold both of us on the trapeze with my arms.
And that's got to take some tremendous upper body strength.
Yeah, it's a lot of arm strength.
So do you get a lot of kind of, weird looks, from maybe some of the guys saying, oh, I can do that, and then they go up there and fall on their head?
Oh, yes.
So you guys like work out regularly, or is it just the routines that kind of build up the strength?
It's mostly aerial that's our workout.
Yeah. And then there's also cross training you can do.
You want to show the gun show a little bit? There you go. Goodness. See, this isn't a game here. This is for real. This is athletics. This is sport. This is very cool. And I know we have one more clip. Why don't you kind of take us through that one? Let's see. Okay, so this one.
This is Irina performing on the straight silks. So this is just 2 loose fabrics hanging from the ceiling there. And you can, again, wrap yourself in it different ways. She's about to go into a barrel roll.
Goodness, okay.
Yeah, takes a lot of training, agility, trust with your fabric. And at the same time, it takes a lot of flexibility training as well to do some of the moves. You don't have to have it, but it helps make the moves look a little bit more polished.
Right, and like you said, kind of performing it as an art as well, because I know, it's not just, some of it is fun watching you flip, twirl, and hang, but it actually is beautiful. And I know you guys have done a lot of different events. Where are some of the events that you guys have done?
That one that was just shown was the Theater Bazaar documentary release, and that was at the Crowfoot. We performed at the Auto Show, at the Rust Belt Market, and we did Theater Bazaar this year as well. Oh,
that's very cool. Now, do you guys have any events coming up that you'd like to let us know? Where can we find you guys doing this stuff?
Yeah, we're always adding new shows. Currently, the public ones we have coming up, I'll be performing at Luna in Royal Oak on April 5th for their Diva show. And then also, we've got Planet B coming up, where we'll all 3 be performing, and that is at the Majestic. And that's going to be May 19th, June 1st, and June 2nd.
And we'll be working on a new apparatus at Planet B.
We've got something new coming in the mail.
That we've had made for us.
That sounds terrifying.
We're very
sure
excited
it's very fun for you. Exactly.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And I know you guys both, you teach.
Yes.
So you actually are, do you get a lot of young people coming trying to do this, or is it
all ages?
Mainly young? Oh, really?
All ages.
Okay, so parents let their kids hang upside down. That's awesome. Yeah, I didn't know that still existed. I figured kids were wrapped in bubble wrap nowadays. But that's very cool. And where do you teach?
I'm out at Flip Spot Gymnastics and Cheer, and that is in Lake Orion. Kind of by the Palace of Auburn Hills. It is a gymnastics venue, but at the same time, they've allowed me to start teaching and training classes there since October.
Very cool.
And I've got people from 15 to 45 right now coming regularly to classes. Some with no experience at all in anything. Some with a little bit of yoga, and some with gymnastics.
That's nice. And do you teach as well?
Yes. Irina and I both teach at the DACA, the Detroit Academy of Kinesthetic Arts, which is in Eastern Market.
Okay.
And we have classes Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights.
Very cool. And if we wanted to get a hold of you, what's the best way to do it? You guys have a website?
We do have a website, yep. WeirdSistersCircus.com.
Okay.
You can also like us on Facebook to stay up to date with the upcoming shows, classes, any special events or workshops that we're hosting.
Cool.
Just look up Weird Sisters Circus on Facebook.
And I know you guys recently won an award from Real Detroit Weekly. Yes. What was it again? Because I know this is pretty weird, too.
It was Best Novelty Troupe Performance Group.
It sounds to me someone loved your performance and created an award specifically for you guys.
Actually, it has been around for...
Is it really?
Yeah, it has.
Because it fits you guys so perfectly from the performances that I saw. And they post plenty of videos on their website. So, what we showed here is just a tip of the iceberg of the talent these girls have. And I really want to thank you guys for coming on the show. Taking some time out. I know this probably takes a lot of practice and a lot of effort getting into these, and I know you guys are looking to book some more shows, and hopefully we can have you guys back in Warren sometime. That'd be great.
Yeah. Oh, we'd love that. Thank you. All
right, well, thank you for being on the show. And before we get to break, here's another clip of the Weird Sisters Circus in action, all 3 in tandem. And I want to thank you guys one more time for being on the show. Stick around. There'll be more Spotlight coming right up. Coming up next, Becca gives us the word. Coming up later, a musical performance by Go Go Gizmo. Stick around, there's more Spotlight coming right up.